Hello, welcome to my channel IGCSE English Keep It Simple. This is my first video, and in my first video, I'm going to talk about IGCSE English Paper 1 Core. As we know that in IGCSE English, there are Paper 1 and Paper 2. Paper 1 is for core and Paper 2 is for extended. For Paper 1 or core, it has 1 hour and 30 minutes to do the task. While in paper 2, extended, you have 2 hours to do the task. And why do you think you need to be familiar with the task? Okay, these are my reasons. First, we have to be familiar with the task so that we will know our strengths and our weaknesses in each part of the task. You will know that this one will be my strength, while that one will be my weakness, so that you still have time to practice for your weaknesses to prepare yourself for the D-Day of the task. Okay, and the second reason, when you are familiar with the parts of the task, you'll be able to manage your time so that you can finish all your tasks and assignments right on time, because the invigilator only tells you the remaining time 5 minutes before the test ends. So what can we do with just 5 minutes? Nothing much, right? So don't focus too much on the types of the tasks that you cannot do. Just skip and do your strengths first so that you can finish your test on time. And don't skip doing any parts of the test because you might get the scores, although it's not the perfect one. Alright, now let's take a look at the test paper. Okay, I have it here with me. The past paper from 2018. So this is just last year. February, March 2018, you can see here. And then 1 hour, 30 minutes. And English as a second language, reading and writing core, paper 1. Okay, so this is the cover, IGCSE. Okay, and this is the exercise 1. You have 1 full page for the reading for the exercise 1. This is the easiest one because this is standardized tests. International standardized tests always graded the exercises. So exercise 1, the simplest one, while exercise 7, the last one, will always be the most difficult part. Okay, now let's move on to the questions that followed the test. Okay, after the reading passage, exercise 1, followed by a series of questions, A until G. Okay, and there is also the mark here. This is the total mark if you could do all correctly. Okay, you can see it right there. Okay, now let's move on to the exercise 2. What are you going to have? The same type, 1 full page passage. Okay, but this one has more questions here. Before until G, but this one until J. Okay, and of course it has more scores than the first one. Okay, and then this is the next part, exercise 3. This is the next part. Before this page, you have this. So this is the reading. It's not as long as the previous 2. It's shorter, but you have to do different things. You have to fill in the form. This is the easiest part. And this is, you have to write one sentence only. So this is actually still simple, I think. Okay. And this is exercise 4. This passage will lead you to make a short notes. Okay, so this is we are moving to the more complex exercise. Okay, so this passage leads you to the note taking, I would say. So it's harder than before. Before it's just comprehensive questions, but this one is more productive because you have to write something. Okay, although you just have to make short notes. And then exercise 4 followed by exercise 5. You have to write summary. Okay, 70 words and not more than 80 words. You have to be careful, yeah, in this part. Not more than the allowed number of words. If not, they will give you penalty. Okay, so check each word. Don't forget. Meet the minimum but not exceed the maximum. Okay. Now let's move to the exercise 6. Here you are. This is really productive. They only give you the hints, what you have to include, and the pictures. You have to write an informal letter, an email actually, to a friend. Okay, don't forget to include what they require you to do and not exceed the number of words that they want you to write. Okay, not less than or fewer than the number of words that they require you to do, yeah? Don't forget. 100 until 150 words. This is for the core. Now, let's move to the next part. As I said earlier, this is the most difficult because this is the exercise 7. Okay. Okay, this is what you have to write. It's this is the most complicated, and I believe you have to spend more time on this part because you have to write persuasive or argumentative. So it's more complicated than you just write an email to a friend. Okay. So they provide you with the bubbles here. For the core, they provide you with 4 bubbles. But for the extended, they just give you 2 bubbles. And the maximum words, 100 until 150 words. Don't exceed the maximum number of words. Okay. And after this, they give you the blank page. Okay, the blank page where you can write here your works here. Okay. Well, that's it about IGCSE Paper 1 core. I hope what I presented can give you a clue what you are going to face. Remember, core is simpler than the extended because in extended, you have to write more words. For example, like in before, you have to write only until 150, but in extended, you have to write until 200 words. Okay, so I hope this helped you. In my next video, I'm going to talk about what the extended IGCSE English paper looks like. Alright, see you again. Don't forget to subscribe and share, likes, give me comments. You can ask if you have anything you are not clear with. All right, bye bye. See you next time.